Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
This episode is brought to you by United Airlines. When you want to make the most of your vacation, book with United. They're an airline that cares about your travels as much as you do. United is transforming the flying experience with Bluetooth connectivity, screens, power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to help fit everyone's bag. And with their app, you can skip the bag check line, get live updates, and more. Change the way you fly. Book your next trip today at united.com.
Being a marketer's no sweat. You just have to manage dozens of channels, launch hundreds of campaigns, score thousands of leads, and okay, fine, it's a lot of sweat. Unless you have HubSpot's AI-powered marketing tools to help you do all that and more. Get started at HubSpot.com/marketers.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon. The holidays are here, and you know what that means? It's time to get your friends and family the gifts they deserve. Take the stress out of shopping with Amazon's great deals and low prices on a huge range of items from toys to tech and much more. Whoever you're gifting for, Amazon has great prices on everything you need this holiday season. Shop Black Friday week starting November 21st.
And welcome back once again to the Skating Penguin Network, everyone. It is another recap show. It is Halloween evening, the 31st of October, and for the first time, we have a treat rather than a trick with the Penguins. They finally get a win, a much-needed victory, a hard-fought 2-1 overtime victory over the Anaheim Ducks at home. And it was Sidney Crosby coming to the rescue, as he has so many times, joined obviously by Snail. And Snail, I got to say, wasn't perfect, but man alive, it just feels good to get a win.
Oh boy, dude, God. Yeah, dude, that was, I mean, Robbie, let's be honest, that was not a good game, like, by the Penguins.
It started, I thought the first 10 minutes were fine. And then you had the breakdown that led to the goal. And then they almost gave it away multiple times late in the third period. But Alex Nedeljkovic came up big time and time again to rescue them. So, it was the Crosby Nedeljkovic show for the Penguins for sure.
It was two of my favorite Pens. Sidney Crosby, special place in my heart forever. And Alex Nedeljkovic, I've been saying it, he's my number one goaltender for this team. It's been that way since the end of last year. Not a pretty game. The old 2-9er just kept saying it. You got to get greasy. It's got to be an ugly goal. I couldn't agree with him anymore. Sidney Crosby, known for his skill and being a superstar, he probably, he can play greasy. He can bank in some ugly goals.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I actually thought that Ricard Raquel added another one to his tally, but they awarded it to Sid. Thought it was a little bit of a double deflection there, but anyways, dude, Robbie. So Halloween, let's start. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. It's Halloween. Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year. This is my favorite time of year. Halloween, Day of the Dead. In the next couple of days. Today is also, I believe, do they call it Samhain or it's Samhain? The Celtic, the Irish holiday?
I do not know. I do not know.
Okay, either way. It's just a beautiful day, beautiful time of year. I love spooky stuff. You can see my bucket here. Little limited edition drop from last year.
Yep.
Love when I get to bring this hat out. But you get any trick-or-treaters, Robbie?
Yeah, so today was literally the hottest Halloween ever in my town. We hit 80 degrees here today.
Dude, no way. 80?
Yeah, 80 degrees. It did hit 80. It was breezy, which kept it pretty comfortable. Perfect, beautiful sky. So it was like, I mean, probably a little warm if you were wearing a costume, but perfect trick-or-treating night. I don't know exactly what the number was that we had. We don't really keep tabs on that. We just kind of give out the candy as they come, but a very good trick-or-treating night. We're on a main street here in my town, so we get all pretty much everybody shows up and shows out. because there's a bunch of houses on the street and everybody's giving out candy. So a very good turnout, great weather, a little warm, but yeah, beautiful day, and great to celebrate Halloween with a Penguins dub tonight. Finally, after so long.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've celebrated a dub. But yeah, man, we've had like 5 trick-or-treaters out here. Not too many. Halloween, it's not even 7 o'clock out here, so we're kind of just getting started for the night. I don't know about you, Robbie, but Halloween for me, that was in my youth, in my early teens, that was my bread and butter. I got my pound of flesh every year. It was celebrated with mischief and candy and ding dong ditching and egging street signs and houses. It was. I showed up and showed out in my old neighborhood growing up, and this year, in my old age now, I like to just watch this new crop of kids come through. I hand out the candy, I crack open my beers, and I watch hockey, and it couldn't be more cozy than that. Like you said, we got to celebrate a dub. We got to see Sidney Crosby add 2 more goals. I believe he's 4 now back of 600.
I believe 4 or 5. Let me check real
5
quick
maybe
while we look it up here, but. Yeah, Crosby really had not had a game like that all season. He did again a couple points the other night. Assists. I mean, the assists are not bad. The good assist numbers. That moves him to 595 goals. So he is 5
away,
5 shy of 600. So getting ever closer to
the
that number
rarefied 600.
Yes, a rarefied 600. So getting ever closer to that milestone with 2 tonight. Again, a vintage Crosby first goal, just a deflection in front through the goaltender's wickets, and nothing really Dostal could do about it. And then the second one, the overtime winner, just was patient with the puck, and I wish he'd do that with more in a shootout kind of thing.
I know.
He got in there, got in close, and then just lifted it top cheddar. Nowhere, nothing the goaltender could do. Just a beautiful goal. But credit to Dostal, probably deserved a Lucas Dostal for the Anaheim starting goalie. Probably in his own right deserved a better outcome in this game. This is the first time this year where I felt like the Penguins were getting goalied. I mean, he stopped 46 of 44, 957 save percentage in a loss. That's actually even more impressive than Blomqvist's 920 the other night on 50 shots. But Dostal, a great game in his right. A great goalie game. If you're into great goaltending, tonight was your night. Nedeljkovic actually was 22 of 23, and they both had matching 957 save percentages tonight as well. A goalie battle tonight, but in a game like this, the greatness of Crosby just stands out so much more. And he was flawless tonight. I mean, that's the kind of game you've been waiting for, and hopefully it leads to more. But the Penguins were desperate. They needed anything. And if they're going to turn it around here at any point, Crosby needs to be the guy, and tonight he was the guy.
That's their captain. He drags you out. He drags you in and out of these types of games, into the fight, out of the fight. And there was just to kind of throw it around the horn a little bit, I liked Bunting's game tonight. I thought he looked a little bit more kind of comfortable in his role. He was kind of doing more Bunting things. Ricard Raquel just continues to kind of show us he's back. He's out there. He's high stepping. He's dangling. He's finding the soft areas, as they call them. He's getting open, getting his shots on goal. I thought Carlson looked good. Brian Graves, I thought, had a pretty strong game as well. I liked him standing up for Nedeljkovic there when he got ran into by McTavish. Chris Letang for me right now is borderline unplayable. I know that typically on an average night, your roster's better with Letang in it than without, but he's got the yips or something. Like that guy, I think he's borderline unplayable. He's not someone you take out of your lineup, but there's got to be some sort of message.
He did have 5 shots on goal. So. Yeah.
He did have 5 shots on goal. That aside, though, there are some big play. There are some mishaps by him happening on a nightly basis, and you can't be having that with the way that he plays. But Nedeljkovic is our number 1 goaltender. I'll go out and say it right now. I love the way he battles and the way he's an easy goalie to root for. You know what I mean? He never too many muffins let in by Ned. I think that he battles, which I love, and just an easy guy to root for. So always good to see Sidney Crosby shove it down the team that almost had him at first overall, falling just behind the Penguins in 2005 and taking Bobby Ryan, who is no longer in the league.
Yeah. Crosby was always right on the border of being with the Anaheim Ducks, but the Penguins got that lottery bounce, and we're definitely grateful for it. That is for certain. I do not remember at any point Brian Dumoulin signing with the Anaheim Ducks. I do not remember. I have absolutely no recollection of that from the summer. I actually thought he signed a multi-year deal in Seattle, and I did not remember him signing with the Ducks. So it was good to see a friendly face in Brian Dumoulin. He's on their top unit, and let's be honest, given what the Penguins' defense is, would you not love even a Warren Dumoulin right now? Just feels like they're missing that.
I don't know why, Robbie, but even in the latter years, a pairing of Dumoulin and Letang, I was never super nervous in that pairing.
This episode is brought to you by Allstate. Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check you have the tickets in your wallet first before you drive 2 hours to the big game. Seriously, you had one job. Now the closest you'll get to the 50-yard line is parking lot D. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
Prep for Thanksgiving at Whole Foods Market. Save now on no antibiotics ever frozen whole turkey. Just $1.49 a pound with Prime. Sales on brie and select seafood appetizers help get things started. For sides, go with wallet-happy favorites from 365 by Whole Foods Market. And finish with decadent desserts from the bakery. Or get your whole spread catered. Just order early. Get Thanksgiving ready at Whole Foods Market. Terms apply.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
The holiday season officially starts when you get that first card in the mail. Shutterfly makes it easy to add more meaning to the everyday with hundreds of holiday card designs that can be personalized in seconds with your favorite photos from this year. Select your greeting, customize the color, and even add little extras like personalized foil to make a holiday card that really shines. Enjoy 40% off with code SMILE40 at Shutterfly.com and send something meaningful this year. See site for more details.
Yeah, I mean, because I just think you were just used to them being, I don't want to call them a shutdown pair because Letang's not really a shutdown defenseman, but Letang had the ability to do. Oh, yeah. But Letang had the ability to do so much more freelancing when he had a guy like Dumoulin back there. And with Letang's, I guess, kind of drop in play this year, you'd love a guy like Dumoulin, as reliable as Dumoulin on that unit with him, but unfortunately, that's not the case. The Penguins don't have that, but
no, they have Grizzly, who's just a little bit slower and a little bit smaller.
Who did get an assist on? He has 6 assists this year, which is kind of surprising. He got an assist on Crosby's tying goal, and then Cody Glass in the overtime period made a tremendous play.
I liked it.
Yeah, great play on the boards to knock the puck free. And Crosby just made a smart hockey play, went right to the puck. Glass had knocked it over, forced a turnover. I don't think anybody was thrilled when they saw the line at that point was Sidney Crosby, Cody Glass, and Matt Grzelcyk on the ice. But
I didn't like the Grzelcyk part, but I liked I didn't mind throwing Glass out there.
Yeah, Glass has had a solid season. Nothing, but he's not going to be a flashy player. He's not going to be what I guess you would expect out of a 4th overall pick, but he doesn't have to be. He's kind of refound his game a little bit in Pittsburgh. That's why the Penguins went out and got him, and so far it's worked. And that's really all you can ask for. A great play in overtime to force that turnover. Crosby then goes in, buries it, and the Penguins finally get a win. And really, at this point, you don't care too much about style points. You just need a win, and the Penguins got it tonight. Yeah,
No.
they go out,
needed
they
to
get
end
the
that
win.
streak.
Yeah, that's just end that streak. You're home. You have Montreal on Saturday. You just go out there and just get a win, and they did. So big win for the Penguins.
Well, yeah, and I'll be watching the news tonight because I still believe in my prediction that there's going to be some sort of trade. I don't know why I felt it in my bones, Robbie. I thought there was there was going to be a shakeup or something, and who better than with the Anaheim Ducks? They've got some veterans and they've got some young players. I don't know. I was just like, maybe there'll be a trade. My new prediction, my new outlandish prediction is that they're going to fire Sullivan either after tonight's win. Do you see that sometimes? If a coach goes on a skid, after they get a win, they get fired. But they do have Montreal on Saturday, so that's not too long. That's a kind of a quick turnaround. My prediction, I'm still going to make the wild prediction. I think Sullivan gets fired tonight or after Montreal.
Hey, I guess we'll wait and find out. I don't think it's going to be tonight. But you never know what happens after Saturday's game because they got a tough stretch coming up next week as well.
Some Metro teams, right?
Yeah, all 3 Metro teams next week. And I think there is as we flip the calendar, it is, by the time you're listening to this, it will be November. Yeah, there's a back-to-back on Thursday and Friday next week. So, all on the road, all Metro teams. It's not going to get in. Saturday's a big game. You head back on the road with some momentum, 2 wins in a row. Got to try to get some another W on Saturday night. So
and Montreal's in free fall. They need a dub big time.
Yeah, Boston's in free fall too. So don't sleep on the Bruins being a team in trouble as well. They just got routed by Carolina tonight 8-2.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
I've seen that there's some trouble in Boston maybe, but they just seem to always flip a switch and get it turned around. Yeah. Curious about that Swayman contract after the way the season's gone. After the way the season's gone and after the way it was so publicly handled this offseason, you kind of wonder what the thoughts are right now. But again, great goaltender, probably going to be able to turn it around. Great goaltender. I just still don't understand why did Ullmark won a Vezina? Why? Swayman's younger, I get it, but I don't know. This isn't a Boston podcast. Excited to see maybe the Penguins take advantage of a struggling Boston team. Hey, you get a dub tonight. You get on a winning track. You maybe take 2 points outright from the Habs, and then get a little confidence, and you roll into Boston and take 2 there. And then you never know, Robbie. New York. The Islanders, Hurricanes, Capitals next week after Montreal on Saturday. Quick little recap episode tonight. A lot going on tonight. So we're just going to keep this one short and sweet. Penguins 2. Well, really, Sidney Crosby 2. Anaheim 1. Alex Nedeljkovic played out of his mind tonight as well. Big game from him. Feels like he's, as Snell said, taking firm grasp of that top goalie spot as of right now. But we will find out more as the weeks go along here. The Penguins back home Saturday night. And then on the road, we will be here for all of it as well. Snail, any final thoughts on this game this evening? I was curious. Did the Penguins, because of their losing streak, not do a Halloween party this year? I haven't seen anything. I guess it technically could be tomorrow because they were on the road for all of last week. Right. Out in Canada. So it could technically be tomorrow. They're off Sunday and Monday. I guess you could do something Sunday. I don't know. I haven't seen any pictures, so I guess wondered if maybe they were all just this isn't a good time to celebrate. We stink. I don't know. I've seen some pretty crappy teams that do Halloween stuff and those teams, the team bonding stuff. So some of those teams are in a rebuild, and they're just we need a good night to kind of rally around to keep the season kind of at least fun. The Penguins, I think, had higher expectations, so I was wondering if maybe it was maybe they'll rally around it. Maybe Dubas said no Halloween party this year. You guys stink, and you can have a Halloween party once you win a few, and maybe that galvanized the crew. And it's kind of like that U2 Predators missing U2 last year at the Sphere. Yeah, and they went on an 18-game winning streak. Yeah, to make the playoffs. Yep. Maybe that's it for the Penguins. That's really pulling at straws, Robbie. But maybe.
Yeah, you never know. I guess it could be tomorrow night. It could be Friday night. It could be Sunday with a couple days off. But yeah, so
Robbie, one more quick question.
Yeah,
how many
go ahead.
pieces of candy have you had today?
Haven't had any yet. I was waiting until after the game.
Are you gonna just pour yourself a little bowl of some, the little ones I call them one-timers, the ones where you just pop them in
we
your
just
mouth?
have we just have like the bite-size minis of all the candy.
I call those one-timers because you just pop open the wrapper almost like you're cracking open like a peanut and just pop them right in. Yep. 1 or 2 chews per. Are you just gonna sit down and have like a bowl of candy tonight?
I don't know about a bowl. I'm off tomorrow, so I might save some for tomorrow as well. So we'll see.
What do you do for Halloween?
Exactly.
Do you crack into beers on Halloween or anything? You bob for apples or do anything goofy like that?
Nah, not usually. Not anymore.
Beers, nothing?
Nah, nothing tonight.
What? Robbie,
No.
I'm disappointed. I'm about to. I've had maybe like 5 Halloween cookies. I've got a stash of candy. I got the little box of Nerds going right now.
I love those little boxes of Nerds.
Oh God, so good.
I love the little boxes of Nerds.
They're like they'll make your like mouth raw though if you have too many of them, like most candy. And then I'm probably gonna crack into a couple beers. I got some tequila, maybe a couple shots of tequila, and I'm gonna watch the Halloween the Halloween movies made by Danny McBride, the newest ones.
Okay, yeah.
So that's what I'm up to tonight. Happy Halloween.
Yep.
To our listeners. Thank God the Penguins got a win. Like you said, it was a treat tonight as opposed to being tricked yet again for a 7th time in a row. So let's hope they keep rolling, Rob.
All right. Absolutely. We will be back on Saturday after the game against the Canadiens. But as for now, the Penguins get off the schneid with a 2-1 overtime win. So for Snail, I am Robbie. We will talk to you guys later this weekend. Have a safe and happy beginning to November.